Now, let's get through. Let's have a look at the sign. The sign, allow me to introduce you all to Queen Bellona the sixth of her name. Queen Bellona has inherited the librarian trait, but also has inoffensive. So initially, I will be going for a trade ambition. Should the trade ambition fail, we will divert instead to an authority ambition. Back to the roots of the Bellona's authority, isn't it? We're going to try and side with the university's scholars and wizards where possible, and we will hire wizards, scholars, what have you, to fix a problem if possible. We're also going to try and avoid any scandals and keep a good image. We want a clean sheet, nice clean reign. This should be pretty good. Sugar, hello, welcome. How's it going, everyone? I hope you're all ready. Let's go in, have a look at the kingdom. Right. Brace yourselves. Salutes in chat. The bug is gone. Been squished. Never to return. Never to return. Salutes to the bug. Now let's go down. Hello to all of our counts at the start of our first game today. It always returns. No, not today. We're going to keep crushing it. I'm doing my part. Chugga, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Now then, let's see. The counts. We have Countess Morgrim II, Count Nekojita, Count Katori II, Count Arch Coffeemancer, and Count Captain Chaz V. Welcome on in to our starting gang of counts. Hope you're ready for a nice game. What's the dice roll again? It is exclamation mark 2d6. I'll bring it up in a moment. Let me work through the introductions. Welcome on into our grandees. At the top of the list, we got Grandee Whopper II. We got Grandee Trocanero, Grandee Dean, Grandee Chugger, Grandee Moxie, Grandee Annette, Grandee X Drake, and finally Grandee Bonkle. Welcome on in, all of the grandees. And finally, last but not least, we have our patricians. We have Lord Patrician Aphra V, Lady Patrician Lakelock, Lord Patrician Quentaris, Lord Patrician Mutated Zombie Bush, and Noble Patrician Winterstone. Welcome on in, everyone. Alright, let's get the noble sign up. So you got a 5. What is a 5? Oh, let me get my Blood and Steel. You're always in favour of war and fighting in general. There we go. Let me just... there we go. Inconveniently in the way of half the thing. You're a warmonger. You're a warmonger, Harry. One plan to overthrow the monarch. 2 plans to overthrow the monarch. 3 plans to overthrow the monarch. God damn it. So yeah, looking... Right, okay. First thing I see with the stats. Patricians. Congratulations, everyone. Salutes to the patricians. They've done it. They got a perfect sheet. All 10s across the board. These patricians... fantastic. Why are the Pats a super powerhouse? They've just avoided selling any crabs or summoning a Kraken for like the past 3 or 4 games. So that's you know, that's where we're at. The weakest we got is 5 military for the counts. The patricians' navy is sizable enough that it could compete pound for pound against the counts and grandees combined. That might be a bit of a worry. Nobles unite to take down the reign of the Bellona clan. Hasn't the Bellona... Look at this golden age we're experiencing. Look at how Bellona is. Oh, did someone roll a dice? Oh, Arch Coffee Mounts rolled a dice. Hold on, let me summon it up. I think Morgrim's already said it. 8, yeah, greed is good. There you go. Little start point for you. That's what happens normally, Arch. Oh, and Drake, what have you got? You got 8 as well, from the looks of it, so you're another wealth hoarder. There we go. All good. Any other takers? Bigger JD, welcome on in. Bigger JD, where are you? There you go, top of the Pats. We were just talking, the Pats are a powerhouse now. Bigger JD the 4th. Hope nothing bad will happen to the kingdom. Let's go to the path to victory. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your parent out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Well, as we established a moment ago, we got trade and inoffensive, trade and authority. We're going to start with a trade ambition, which is looking kind of strong, to be honest, truth be told. Loving the red cloak. Where is trade? Yes, I will be the architect of a whole new golden age. Lofty goal indeed. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall trade as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Alright, let's go to the council introduction and meet you all. Alright, Chancellor, give me the good news. Now that you're the Queen, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Introduce yourself to the Counts of the East. Hello, KotC. Hello, how you doing? An honour to finally make your acquaintance, Your Majesty. I was dismayed to hear of your parents' passing. From the patricians of the coast, we have Gwentaris. Hello, good morning. A pleasure, Your Serene Highness. Hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. And finally, the grandees of the south, we have Trocanero. Hello, sir. May the ninth god bless your reign, Your Majesty. I trust you will conduct yourself with honour and faith. And with that, our introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your parent fought so hard for? I don't know why you dislike the Bellonas so much, Ponkle. They've been great. Time for our coronation. Your Majesty, it was an honour to serve your parent, but it is now your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Very well. Let's get it over with. Shall we call the nobles in? What should we do? Well, I am pro-trade. So the foreign dignitaries isn't bad. Oh, we're going to have something. I'm not going to have no coronation. I think all of these are pretty good. Hail and well met. Hello, Katori. Welcome back. Let's see. Let's have a look. Everyone, first vote of the game, type exclamation mark, vote, followed by A, B or C, depending on what you want your answer to be. One of the most votes is what we shall do. It's all looking good. Alright, out of 19 nobles, how many have voted? 14 total. Money. Money. Ka-ching, ka-ching. Alright. I think that's a clear winner there. 15 votes total. Money, money, money. Must be funny. Cashmula breed Wonga. Dignitaries arrive from all corners of Celestia, and it's only appropriate you show off. A trained eagle drops a ruby-encrusted crown atop your head as you stand on a golden podium. Emo Gay King, hello, welcome. There you are, you've been placed in the counts. Has it really been a couple of months since you last played with us? Welcome on in. The awed crowd includes such influential figures as the Dukes of Sol, the Princes of Tavolin, and even a pearl bearer from Atesh. Lucrative trade deals are struck at the evening's feast. Only the Grand Pensionary Kurf is not in attendance. The Republic, after all, is fundamentally opposed to the very concept of a monarchy. There we go. End the season. Eyes down now. We get to pick our schemes. We got a cat's tongue. Nicole of the Nekojita Dynasty, charismatic Eastern elder, leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice. The fiery red hair offset against the dark skin. Very nice. Let's see, Nicole. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false queen Bellona the VI wears the crown. What have we got? Intimidation, blood ritual, ascension. So intimidation, you're going to try and infiltrate the palace and force me to resign. Blood ritual, you want to summon a demon. Ascension, you're going to offer me immortality in exchange for the throne, allowing me to join a cult of vampires. Advisor, hello? Where are you? Where's Advisor? There you are. Advisor the Sixth, look. Heavy hitter competing with the Bellonas themselves. We're all going... Oh, wow. Every count is here. Every count is voting. And they are voting for intimidation. They're like, nah, demons? Nah, vampires? Nah. Just for new people, most of us roleplay, so please try not to expect or try to win at all costs. It will not be as fun for you. Yes, thank you, Whopper, yeah. Any newcomers? We do light roleplay. I'm role-playing. Many of the regulars do. So, If you see people voting not necessarily in the favour of your scheme, please don't take it too harsh. The Counts plan to hold the Queen hostage in her own palace. First, they must lull the Spymaster into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the Counts must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. If we infiltrate, I could embezzle? Maybe. Hello! Ravax, let's see. You've been placed in among the patricians. I see you own the game. So I hopefully am assuming right that you know how to play. But welcome on in. We do like roleplay here. Feel free to make yourself comfortable. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in chat. And if I don't see it, I'm sure one of my regulars will. Welcome on in. Whopper's daughter is thick. Wait, what? The big Whopper? Rays of the Whopper lineage. Legendary southern prodigy. Stands bathed in sunshine, droning on as if in a daze. A false pretender occupies the throne, while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honour. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Pat's rocking. Yes, the Pats have solid stats. Look at that. Okay, what's it going to be, Grandees? You got Uprising, if you're going to rely on the peasants to revolt. Fervour, if you are going to go for religious extremism. Or Excommunication, if you want to try and kick me out of the church and supplant me that way. What do we got? Fervour is in the lead. Are we gonna have another miracle? Please, Your Majesty, nerf the Pats. I can't do... Normally they nerf themselves. So for the first month and a bit, all that would happen, the Pats would try and sell me a crab, and their entire economy would just suffer perpetually. Crabs and krakens, yeah. Tale as old as time. The crab merchant and the kraken. Dreaming. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Big thinking of crabs. That's very neat. Very neat set of emotes there. Okay, let's see what we're doing. We're doing the Fervour. Normally they nerf themselves, ouch, but real. It's true, it's very real. The Grandee claimant race has been chosen by the ninth god to be the next monarch. They have promised the first miracle, food for all. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must raise their farming to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Camilla of the Bulbasaur family. Looking pretty dapper. I do like the combo of this hat with the big puffy arms here. Camilla of the Ephra family. Sinister, business mogul, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, explaining in measured prose. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Bellona VI. Something must be done. Alright, what's it going to be? You got subterfuge where you're going to try and supplant my innermost council. Doppelganger where you're going to try and get a body double to take my place. Or corruption where you're going to start a corruption scandal and bribe everyone into kicking me out. Forgot we have a monarch on the 6th here. Will there be a 7th? I've never gotten this far with any of them. The most I've made before is the 5th. So we're going to find out. Are the Bellonas the blessed line? Just asking so I'm up to speed. This is an existing Dynasty, yes. So we've been playing this 2 and a bit months. I've been doing them seasonal for winter and spring. I used to do them monthly. But I'm thinking after this month I might go back to monthly ones. Because there has been a bit of flex in who shows up to what factions that has sort of skewed things. So we might just have monthly dynasties again. That explains the 10 max. Yes, I mean, obviously these are not starting stats, so like, well, we only play every Sunday at the minute. 2 months? I don't know, because I think like the reason why I did a month originally is because the numbers of people showing up to each faction sort of waxed and waned, which is perfectly fine. But yeah, I feel like letting it go on this long, like this is our 17th game. Just make it 2 months. We can try 2 months. We can try that. The patricians plan to swap the real queen for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the spy master. To advance their scheme, the patricians must keep defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. AI Seeker, hello. Hello, hello. We've placed you in the counts. Welcome aboard. There you are. So then, let's have a look at our rogues gallery. Who have we got? Who's joined us today? We've got Nicole, our treacherous half-sibling, in the east. The counts are opting for an intimidation scheme. For the first stage of their scheme, they need to make sure stability is at 5 or more in 4 seasons' time. It's currently at 6. Pretty stable, pretty nice. If everyone's up for it, I saw someone try something unique with this game. They hide the stats. Ah, yes. I've seen that. That was something people were doing a while back. Yeah, that was a way to like try and enforce roleplay. But I'm not. This is like, yeah, Casual did it for a bit, and there are a few other streamers. Me personally, I'm just happy to go on the trust system and be like, yeah, I trust that you're going to roleplay. But yeah, I don't like enforcing things, or because it gets too much. It's too much of a burden to try and like get people behind anything. So it's whole entirely voluntary. You can play just as the game is and chase the schemes if you want. But just bear in mind, it will probably be frustrating because Ephra is going to build a Thieves Guild in the coast, even though he's a patrician. And, you know, it don't look good. If you're going for the win, you do get a bit frustrated. There are causes for that. So if you want that kind of game, I don't know. There doesn't seem to be many people running anymore. Like, time was, if I was running on a Sunday, like today, I'd be able to look at the category, and there would be like at least half a dozen different people playing. They run about 6 hours before now. 12 or in about 12 hours time. Yes, for Kaji. So he runs like once a week, depending on his work rota for his day job. But yeah. Earlier I was playing a game with AI Seeker. Oh, okay. He was playing Gimmick where he only picks B. Oh, okay. So wait, is AI Seeker, do you stream as well? Are you a fellow streamer? Let's see, where is AI Seeker? You did join. Oh, no, no. You are just a player, right? But yeah, no worries. Anyway, oh, let's get back on point. Raids, our bastard offshoot in the south. The Grandees are going for further. They need to raise their farming to 5 or more in 4 seasons' time. Currently at 7, that's pretty safe. Finally, we've got Camilla, the patricians of the coast. Questionable claimant. The coastlanders are going for a doppelganger, and we want to get a body double, so they need to lower their own defiance to 4 or less in 4 seasons, currently at 2. So everyone's currently passing the first stages of their schemes. Pass these and we'll move up to the second stage. Can I fend you all off? It might be rough. But I do like authority. Authority is something I'm interested in as I'm inoffensive, so I'm going to go for the iron choice. That's very nice. It begins. I have been called to spread liberty and manage, yes, an infestation of crawlers. Have your liberty. Buy your war bonds. Here we go. We start off with a huge punch. Your Highness, our mutual friend Lord Patrician Reviax Ubiza has discovered a nest of crawlers on a new tract of coastal farmland. Naturally, we Grandees recommend he fill in the tunnels immediately, lest they spread to the other regions and endanger our crops, but Reviax refuses to do so. The citizens have gone missing, Your Esteemed Highness. These crawlers are much more dangerous than they appear. Legends speak of crawlers living in great cities beneath the soil, taking the weak to be consumed. We should leave them land to them. They're not to be trifled with. Yeah, that's you. Marshal, tell me more about these crawlers. Have we had crawlers in this game yet, in this dynasty? I don't think we have. Horrible cow-sized worms that live under the earth with tiny clacking legs like centipedes. Wait, no, we have. I think it was with the Vladims, like when I first had a good run, and I think we had 3 or 4. They're rare but formidable foes. They turn up unpredictably and attack whatever they find before retreating back to the earth. Nothing that well-organised troops can't handle, I'm sure. Okay, assemble the council. Thank you, Your Majesty. You know, I think we should probably avoid pissing them off. So abandon the fields to the crawlers, but iron choice. This is what we want, right? Let's not poke the bear with a stick. We want to stop this before it becomes a problem. A is my preference. I don't know what you will want to do. Not very managed democracy of you to say. We're not trying to manage a democracy. This is a feudal monarchy with a really bizarre voting system. We're looking at either abandoning the fields or sending someone into the tunnels. It's close. It's not so close now. What's that? 9 and 7, 16. 19 votes. 4 people outstanding. I'm going to do a final countdown in chat. 3, 2, 1, and we'll move on. There we go. We're sending someone down the tunnels. Very well. Who will we send on this most unfortunate mission? Come on. Soldiers from the coast, they got the best military. Send in the navy. Wait, what? Wait, what? What are we waiting for? Tapping the sign? Oh! There's a wizard. Yes, this is a serious matter. Send for a wizard. Thank you, Ephra. God damn it, I was blinded by the 100%. What a fool I am. Of course I should summon a wizard. You send messengers to search for a willing wizard, but you anticipate it will be some time before one is found. As you wait, more and more peasants go missing down the mysterious tunnels. I could have said nothing, but yeah, that's fine. And now, another big move. A risky wager. Let's see, who is likely? It'll be Bigger JD, probably. And who will you be racing? It'll be Morgrim, Whopper, Trocker, maybe Nekojita? Yeah, oh no indeed. Oh. Hold on, I just dropped something under my desk. Ah. Hold on to your hats and masks, everyone. Grandy Whopper II is about to lose a huge amount of money. Whopper sighted. Whopper, have you got your boat ready? You bring it out every time. The Ware Seabird was smart enough not to compete in the boat race. That's good. A Whopper wager. We've bet our life savings on a boat race around the coast, and I am sure to win the day. So sure, in fact, that I petitioned the council to officially sponsor my voyage. What makes you so sure? Depths below your august majesty, I am a patrician. We practically learn to sail before we can walk. I cast instant Brazilian. Yes, I've seen those videos. They're quite funny. He's talking rubbish, your highness. My caravel will beat Bigger JD, the fourth's old boat. The ninth will bless my path. If you sponsor anyone, sponsor me. Let's be fair, let's sponsor them both, right? I cast manual breathing, joke's on you. I already do that. Oh no. I love how the entirety of the council gets to vote on what I do with my money. What are we looking at? B and C are squarely in the lead. They're tied. We'll do another countdown and then we'll be moving on. Very good. Whopper came in at the last minute and clenched the bid. Well done. Knife bless you, one and all. Soon the patricians won't be the only ones braving the ocean depths. Whopper II's little boat is soon ready. A new flag is added bearing a huge, strangely discoloured rendition of your face. Excitement builds as merchants and tourists flock to the starting town. Soon both boats embark on their journey. They look very small and flimsy against the vast ocean backdrop. Me fear this event the most, indeed. Your Serene Highness, I understand you elected to sponsor Grandy Whopper II, but would you fancy a small wager? Since everyone says you're sure she'd win. What sort of wager are we talking about? A mere trifle for you, I'm sure, your august majesty. Your wisdom is known by all, so naturally you'd have great fortune. No, we are trying to avoid scandals and maintain a good image, so we don't want to engage in this, I don't think. Very well, your August Majesty, but you're no fun. Winterstone, thank you, but no. Mr. Renson, where are you? There you are. Welcome on in, buddy. Hope you're doing good. You return to the capital to await news of the race. Bellona to board? No, we are a good, safe option. Your Highness, I have a brilliant idea. Why don't you hold a battle royale to choose your honor guard? If you let us host it in the south, I'll even pay for it, and the spectacle will boost our economy massively. And of course, I'm confident the Southern Battle Nuns will win. Your Majesty, this is pointless. Why don't you just choose your honor guard and have done with it? Whopper, would you like to pay for a arena event? A throwdown amongst the honor guards. I want to see sport. Yes, but Whopper's paying for it. Whopper spending money now in case of losing it all. Yeah, it's true. Is it choosing? No, I don't think there's a scandal in this in any way, shape or form. It's not my money. Yeah, it's Whopper's money. Whopper, Whopper. Just pay for it? Thank you very much. Hold a battle royale, there you go. We are blessed. I'll begin organising the event at once. You now have a mere 39,000 and some change. A week later you receive word that the battle royale is due to begin. Out in Grandy, Whopper II's vineyard, you travel down to spectate along with a horde of murder fans from across the kingdom. Welcome, one and all. Today's competitors are the Eastern Knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, champion gladiators from the Coastal Arena, and the Grandies, battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel. Who will you support, Your Holiness? I suppose I'd better support the home team. They have the home team advantage after all. The Southern Battle Nuns. A wise choice. Now let's watch the little blood get spilled, shall we? Let's watch the fight. 40% chance for the nuns. The bell rings, the battle nun leaps forward, her sword flashing. The gladiator deflects with a shield, grunting with effort. The gladiator backs away straight into the range of the knight's sword. She swings with a flash of gleaming steel, but he somehow dodges, leaving a thin red scar across his torso. The three fighters dart back and forth, almost too fast for your eye to follow. Once, twice, a blade finds its mark, blood sprays, and finally someone stands victorious. It's the Southern Battle Nun, her head bowed, standing as still as a statue. Her opponent lies dead at her feet. Praise be, I knew you could do it. Looks like you have the honor guard you wanted, Your Highness. Thank you, Whopper. There we go. Authority gained for that. Fantastic. Alright, our first auction of the game. Everyone's schemes are fairly safe. But they could be safer with a little security. So, the Grandees. If you're pro-Grandee scheme, maybe C, the Aqueduct is your ticket. But if you'd like to hinder their scheme instead, D, the Deer Park, would bring their farming down instead. As for the Counts, they would like more stability maybe, so A, the library could be good. Everything else, let's see, if you want to break the Patrician stranglehold on nothing but tens, E, the stadium would be good. I mean, admittedly, they've already dipped down to 9 in 2 items. But there's also the Thieves Guild. But I reckon it'll be hotly contested between A, C and D, depending on what people want to do. Here's everyone's listing with all their money. And we're going to start the auction now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it all with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will have a refund. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. What have we got at the minute? We got C and B, both at 1,069. Nice. So C and B, the observatory and the aqueduct, that's a surprise one. Boom, 10 seconds. Go, 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 go. Right, what did we end up with there? Okay, Faith went down. So the aqueduct for farming up for the grandees. And the observatory for Faith down for the counts. Very nice. Oh, this is not good. Everything's happening in the capital. That's never a good sign. Let's start with a wizardly warning. Your Highness, an update from your search for a wizard to deal with the crawler problem. A very small update, unfortunately. We received only a single reply from the wizard Gordius. He says, leave the Varga alone if you know what's good for you, and to not contact him again about the issue. Shall I send a reply, Your Majesty? Thank him for the warning. The Chancellor nods and then leaves the room. If a wizard can't magic you out of this one, you'll need another solution to these Varga, and soon. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. What do you suggest we do? Well, apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. We could get a bank loan, or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. Now then. What do I want to do? Crack open tombs sounds cheap. I am pro... It's a bit weird, because inoffensive, I'm pro-authority, but I think cracking open tombs would be more scandalous. Which one is the least drama? Yeah. I think I would be smart enough not to mint coins. Loan would be... Yeah, I think the loan. Let's take the loan. The banker Salvant and Gaul operates from the fabulously wealthy Republic of Kurth, all the way across the Western Sea. They assure you, however, they maintain a total independence from the Republic. The banker they send to take your signature has delicate hands and sharp teeth. He watches as you put pen to paper, eyes glittering. You're making an excellent decision, Your Majesty. You shall pay us back with 25% interest in 1 year. Saddling the kingdom in debt isn't great optics, but you had no other choice. No other choice. Yeah, it's big, Nekojita. It's big. It's never take out a loan that has 25% annual interest on it. In real life, never do that. It's a bad move. Your I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? Women, Chancellor. Get me a good woman. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. How much? 3,750. There we are. Yeah, because 3,000 is 250 for each 1,000. 750. Yeah. Very easy season. Not a lot to see here. All right. Unfortunately, everyone, I did just have to take out a loan. I'm gonna have to get that back, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh, a delicious discovery. Delicious, eh? Word from the boat race, Your August Majesty. Lord Patrician Bigger JD IV has sent a letter by Seagull. Race is disastrous. Grandy Whopper II is ahead, but I hope to catch up soon. Bad news is that, although we brought lots of preserved fish with us, weevils have gotten into the barrels. If we're not careful, I'll starve, and my sailors will be hungry too. The good news is that we've found this unfamiliar kelp that could be the answer to our prayers, but we don't know if it's poisonous. He asked for guidance on whether to use this seaweed for food. What do you say, Your August Majesty? Maybe not. We're going to fund the university, right? That's my prerogative. Boom. Vote C, and we can have a university investigation. Oh wow, a lot of people want to go for the coin toss. That could be rough. 50% gamba? Gamba time. We gamba, I think, yeah. I think that's more or less everyone. We gamba today. You soon hear from Bigger JD IV once more. I fear tragedy has struck our crew. The seaweed tastes oddly like meat, so of course we enjoyed it a great deal. Then one of the sailors had a little episode, frothing at the mouth, attacking his fellow crew. I fainted clean away, but while I was out there was a terrible fight. We had to throw the afflicted man overboard. When I awoke, our numbers were depleted. Still, we will continue onwards. Whopper II is in the lead. Well, I'm terribly sorry. Wait, oh no, okay. Damn, we gotta break this or something. It keeps popping up. In a brash move, your treasurer bursts into the council chambers unannounced. It's on the list. Yeah, no worries. Like, is there a way I can just do it? So it won't show up? Your Majesty, most excellent news. The expedition has finally returned. Did they bring back anything good? Unfortunately not. Blah, blah, blah. If they don't have anything concrete, then I don't care. Yeah, if I click the other option, it destroys the game. I have been trying and thought I had it, but it didn't work either. No worries, it's all good. This is the 4th time this expedition has returned. And it has returned with a bug that breaks the game if I don't lose authority instead. The returning heroes from Cher are given a cold reception, an unpopular decision among the common folk. But travellers don't need your charity. They'll make a cosy living telling their stories to any fool who will listen. Authority all your life, Your Majesty? Yeah, or crashing the game and restarting it. I'd rather lose a point of authority than having to restart the game and then lose the point of authority anyway. Very well. Anyway, let's have a look. We are a librarian in offensive, so anyone who's kind of scholarly or got any kind of occult leanings, that would be nice. People that have a good reputation, that people find likable. We want to avoid anyone that's, say, for example, punched a bishop or got a checkered past of any sort. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, or be securing a powerful alliance. For me, I had a game earlier where it won't progress the climax of the game. Oh, yeah, so, there are some bugs. Not too many, but there are some. Okay, let's see. Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Any bold ladies? We'll find out. Bold? Bold. Alright, let's see them. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Dalvira, eldest daughter of the Eastern Coffee Master Dynasty. Good-looking one, huh? And not a bad word is said about her. Everyone likes her. Oh, okay. That's a big positive right there. She had a laboratory installed in her castle and spends most of her time there conducting bizarre experiments. Got into trouble with the Inquisition a while ago, but it didn't come to anything. I am going to absolutely wife out of 10. This is my wife. She was made for me. The sexy nerd. Well, no, she's got a good reputation. Everyone likes her, and she's a nerd. So this ticks both my boxes. She's trying to perfect coffee distribution. Nice. Yeah, no worries, Morgan. I'll just work round it. Yes. From the coast, we have Irina, wealthy heiress to Lord Patricia mutated zombie Bush's estate. I mean, look at her. She's gorgeous. And apparently got a silver tongue, too. Another good-looking lady. She's an obsessive collector of rare books and will splash out thousands for the right edition. Another attractive nerd. The age of the attractive nerds are here. And apparently she has a dark side, though I don't know much more about that. So we could have the hot nerd that has trouble with the Inquisition, or we can have the hot nerd that has a dark side. I like the sound of her, but I think the counts are winning out. And finally from the south, Cardosa, eldest daughter of the Mr. Renson lineage. Prone to depressive episodes apparently, but she means well. She dislikes city life and spends most of her time out hunting, with no one but her horse for company. And she's got grand plans by all accounts. She wants to change the world. Oh, yeah, trouble with the Inquisition? No, everyone's got trouble with the Inquisition, really. Really. It's not going to be here. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. I've made my decision. Well, which of them do you wish to marry? Hot nerd number 1, hot nerd number 2. I think it's got to be hot nerd number 1. Trouble with the Inquisition is less scandalous, I feel. Yeah, Dalvira of the East. Let's go. Excellent. I'll make the arrangements. Okay. Ooh. Right. Are you going to be willing to help me keep the treasury up so I can pay my loan? That's the big question. I mean, I'm doing it. Picking the worst op. No, she was the better option. Oh no! Noble overboard and the crawler problem. Let's start with the more important one. A noble is overboard. Your Serene Highness, we've had a message from Lord Patrician Bigger JD the Fourth. Oh, come on, Bigger JD. You eat poison seaweed and then you fall off your ship. What the hell kind of sailor are you? I was indulging with some grog with the crew one evening and inadvertently fell in the water. Obviously I survived thanks to a group of passing finfolk who dragged me from danger, but they won't return me to my boat without payment. Of course you'll pay the ransom, Your Serene Highness, won't you? Skill issues, yeah. Unfortunately, I can't. Wait. I'd prefer non-interference with the race. The Crown will not pay. I'm not going to pay for the release. I can't afford to. I've got debts, okay? The Crown has debts. You guys voted for me to give Whopper a pile of money, and now I've got a loan. Okay, fairly tight, fairly is level, inching out one side the other. What we got? There's like 4 or 5 of you yet to vote, and it's pretty hung. Yeah, 15 votes. So we got about an average of 19 or 20. All right, let's do a final countdown. If you've yet to vote, you could decide the fate of Bigger JD the Fourth. Boom, boom. Wait, Chaz, did you get in at the end there? You did. Oh no. You got in at the last moment, Chaz. The Grandees rejoice. Though Grandee Whopper II doesn't gain enough ground to get ahead of Bigger JD the Fourth's boat. What? They're starving, they're falling overboard, somehow Whopper isn't like miles ahead. Oh no! What? Uh-oh, bug sighted. What is going on? We're finding more bugs. Bugged. No worries. You're going to have a look at it now. Yeah, no worries. Alright. Call me a car because I'd be tired. No worry. Lake, thank you for being here. Have a good night. Everyone say good night to Lake. Yes. Goodbye, Lake Lock. Everyone say good night to Lake Lock. Have a good night's sleep and hope to see you next week. It's because Bigger JD... Wait, what? It's fixable? Oh. Okay, quit the game entirely. Right. Quit. Is that enough? Go back to the page. Let me send you the file. Oh, wait, you just sending me a... Oh, okay, quit the game entirely. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Hello, everyone. This is what a VTuber thing is. Yeah, we closed the game. There is a file that needs to fix that? Yeah. Pretty much. Now, Whopper, don't try and Deadman Nilawa, welcome on in. We are just gonna fix a bug. Squash the bug. Let's have a look. I don't think you'd lose your money, Whopper. But I don't know what would happen, actually. Okay, let's... No, I think it would just reset it with like a generic amount of money at the end. Right, let's download this. Right, and I'll just put it in the events folder. Replace the file. Oh, okay. Cool. Give that a go. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. There we go. All right, everyone, brace for it. Brace for it. We're gonna jump back on in. Where is King of the Castle? Let's open it up. You'll all have to rejoin in a moment. No, it will. So it auto saves before each event, I believe. But we'll all have to rejoin the game. Oh wait, did it replace the file? It did. Yes. Hold on. Before I do this, let me go on to the saves. Quit. Let's quit the game again. Hold on. Sorry about this. Because I just remembered. While we're out of it, King of the Castle, saves, latest save. Okay, there's a chance this won't work. Okay, no problem. Control F. Mutated. Is premium true? There we go. Saving the file. There we are. Okay, right. Mutated. Hopefully, you'll rejoin and you'll be a premium noble. Floating head string? No, no, no. There we go. Load the game. Alright, you can all rejoin now. There we are, mutated zombie. Is this your noble? Where is it? There you are. Have we done it? Yes, excellent. Great stuff. I'm glad I remembered. Alright, come pile on in, everyone. We'll have to rejoin. There was like, what, about 20 of you active? Although I think some of you are new, so I don't know, maybe a little more than that. Alright. Let's see, I think that's most of you. Do you see anyone trying to vote who isn't in the game? Right. There it is. Okay. A rare accounting of a second bug squash. Salutes in chat. The bug squash is happening. Annette, where are you? Where is Annette? There you are. Yeah, that's what you look like at the moment. Annette, do you have premium as well? Oh, okay. No, oh, okay. No worries. We have a message from... Oh! Right, neither of you are here. Oh no, okay. Uh-oh. Did not function. Okay, this broke even earlier, yeah. Wait, no, Bigger JD isn't here. Bigger JD's in the game though. Yeah, JD's right here. What's happened? Okay, right. Do you need to change pronouns? I don't know what it is, but the game is... The Noble Report... Yeah, no, but that was JD that it didn't come up with a name for. A Winterstone? Oh no, okay. New Dynasty? Is the Dynasty over? Have we got Bellona forever? Hold up. They're not... Yeah, no, they literally joined and then I don't think they said anything. Moxie, see you later. Bye-bye. Grab the ID. Okay, cool. Hold on. Tech stuff, tech stuff. Where am I looking? In the castle, saves, save file. Control F. Who is it we want? Winterstone. Cool, we got Winterstone and their ID. What do I need to do that? Okay, so let's find the ID. Oh, the Coast Bookie. Right, so Coast Bookie, we want to put Ephra in, right? Copy. Coast_Bookie. Here we go, look at that. And we're going to put Ephra's code in there. Right, let's save. Let's see, is this going to fix it? Wow. I love technology. Right, everyone rejoin. I'm going to go to the bathroom quickly while we're down, but everyone come back in. This is another reason. Why I'm thinking about going back to monthly games. Alright. Right, third time's the charm. You're not coming back again. Bye-bye to the bug. Alright, Noble Overboard. Your Serene Highness, we've had a message from... Okay. No, it doesn't have JD on there. Why is it not picking up JD now? Alright, yeah. Thank you for the biddy bits there, Nekojita as well. This is why free streamers funneling me bug reports and testing shit. It might be. It might be Whopper. Let's can we try again? Whopper, can you join this time? We'll try again with Whopper in and see if that fixes it. If we have both Whopper and JD. Yeah, I can check that. Let's try it with both of them and then I'll go back into the file again. Right, JD, sorry about this. Here we go. The game might be a bit too buggy for me to do these 3-month dynasties. Yeah. Alright. Let's jump in. If you see anyone else that hasn't joined trying to vote on stuff, please let them know. Let's have a look. Ah, okay, yeah, it's because Whopper's having the trouble for some reason now. Okay, now Whopper has fallen in the water. Right. This one is bugged. Yeah, it changed it. We won't do this. B or C, I don't mind. One of these two will work. A was the one that didn't work. That's why it bugged out, yeah. Does it do like a coin toss between the two? Whopper Overboard. Yeah, Whopper is all of a sudden not that competitive. It randomly rolls to see which of the two go overboard. Okay. It was 100% when it was the Patricians. It is now the Grandees because it's Whopper instead. Yeah. So Pats have 10 military, Grandees have 6. It's okay. Timey-wimey stuff. We just entered a time loop for a moment, but I think we fixed it. I think we're good. Alright, let's go. Gamba time. Big Gamba. A shipload of the Southern Watch descends on the situation, but they're not trained for naval skirmishes. Their armour weighs them down and the Finfolk easily throw them to the bottom of the sea. Oh dear. Worse, Saulish traders get wind of the event and increase their tariffs, claiming that the Grandees have harmed Saul's alliance with the Finfolk. Whopper II's boat sitch becalmed as the Finfolk abandon the area. It becomes clear that poor Grandee II will never be seen again. Her daughter takes over the crew and vows to sail to victory in her mother's name. Salutes in chat. We have our first death. Whopper II has died. Whopper III has joined the council. Whopper is dead. She has died. I'm sorry, Whopper. That's how it happened. JD's pretty like, no, it should have been me. I'm never getting to the V Club. There it is. Both had a misfortune, yeah. Everyone, thank you very much for your patience. Technical difficulties have been resolved. With the game as it stands, here's everyone that's in. So if you don't, it should not have been her. Let's see, we got Morgrim, Deadman, Nekojita, Nilawa, Emo Gay King, Captain Chaz, AI Seeker, Whopper, Trocanero, Advisor, Dean, Annette, Bonkle, Bigger JD, Ephra Bulbasaur, Rihanna, Mutated Zombie, and Ravax. Yabiza, I think that's how I say it. So yeah, if you didn't hear me read your name just now, you're not in the game, please rejoin. Hey, let's deal with the crawler problem now. Hello, Advisor. It's been many moons since we sent for a wizard to deal with the crawlers on Lord Patrician Revax Uriba's estate, and none have answered the call. We must act before the menace spreads to other regions. Peasants disappear and sinkholes swallow whole villages, while Revax hides in his mansion and does nothing. Belligerent fool! Imagine their retaliation if we anger them directly. I would rather abandon my estate. Erubiza. Oh, okay, yeah, I've got it. Erubiza. Welcome, Erubiza. Let's see. Evacuate everyone has got to be it, right? Vote C, I think. Let's just get out of here. 40% equals 100%. Indeed, that's true. I mean, I like 40%. I also like peasants not being killed, though. God, why? Why are we picking a fight? Okay, evacuate everyone from the area is ahead. I think that's pretty much everyone. There's 2 of you yet to vote. But that won't break the lead, so here we go. Why not Gamba? All those living near the tunnels are steadily relocated, including Lord Patrician Ravax and his family. This is a good ending. The land is completely abandoned to the crawlers. After a while, it will surely fall into legend. This is the best ending we could hope for. Remember what we said about the patricians not fucking up? They didn't even do it to themselves this time. It was the crawlers. Okay? Your wedding to Delvira. Delvira has fallen down a flight of stairs and had a complete personality change. Well, physical change. I think the personality is hard-coded. Your wedding to Delvira is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend for a week and a day. The capital is one giant party. Yeah, I misspoke. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Delvira at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do, Archbishop, I do. Then I pronounce you queen and wife. She changed everything. Oh wait, no, I think her skin colour's the same. Maybe? I'd have to go back and watch the VODs. I can't even remember. I've been fixing the time warp with the boat race. I've not so hot nerd. No, still a hot nerd. Still a hot nerd. Just a different kind of hot nerd. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Delvira, laps up the attention, delivering a witty speech in which she flatters you outrageously. Well, By the time you find yourself alone with Delvira, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. You danced so very beautifully. It's such a wonderful day, wasn't it? Agree with her. You endure a long conversation in which Delvira seems determined to flatter you relentlessly and agree with everything you say. By the night's end, you still don't know who Delvira really is. Her real personality is concealed beneath 100 layers of etiquette. You go to your separate bedchambers, still strangers. Gay! Thank you again, Nekojita, for more biddy bits. I appreciate your little support. Really helps out with me just buying new games, essentially. that's what all your bits and your sub money goes to. Me buying more games to play. Okay. We're all about to graduate the first level of our schemes. Far to the east. Neko, are you a millionaire? How do you... Oh, Neko's, that's 20 bits, so that's like 20 cents. So it's not even $1 for 20 bitty bits. But yeah, I appreciate it nonetheless. It's really good. Gagazi, hello. Welcome back on in, buddy. Where are you? There you are. Count Gagazi. You've joined just after a multi-dimensional time skip. Hi. Okay, have a good day at work. Far to the east, Countess Morgrim Moon II is hosting a dinner party in her castle with a few distinguished guests. Our plans are going better than expected. The Spymaster thinks all is well with the kingdom, and while the cat's away, the mice shall play. And when the cat returns, it will find the mice have poisoned its kibble. The analogy's a little tortured now, but I like the enthusiasm. Our next step is to replace the Palace Watch with our own region, our own agents. Indeed, the Honour Guard are incorruptible, but a watch is another story. If the Queen can't pay them, they will look for money elsewhere. Hello everyone, says Gagazi. Everyone say hello to Gagazi. What? Booba? What? For the next stage of their scheme, the Counts must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Yeah, everyone say hello to Gagazi in chat. Prophesized Knight's Herald has finally manifested on Celestath, taking the form of a humble noble known as Reyes, who hails from a farming town in the Southern Hills. Also the Grandees claim. Ha! Peasants all over the south are flocking to you, Reyes. I knew you could do it. Oh, the claimants have changed their appearance as well, haven't they? The plentiful crops have been a significant boon to our economy. Now that's what I call a miracle. Praise be, but this isn't just the beginning. With him on our side, we'll capture the minds of common folk and lead a holy crusade against the false queen. The people still need a push, however. With just the right amount of chaos, the peasants will take up arms and die for you. For the next stage of their scheme, the Grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Okay. Payments are based on the names of the ID. Anchored a few miles from the sunny coast, noble patrician Bigger JD IV. Okay, in the middle of their race, noble patrician JD IV has invited their closest confidants aboard their yacht. You said you had a surprise for me. I love the idea that Whopper and Bigger JD are having this race, and JD is just like, oh, we're scheming? Okay, scheme time. Indeed, and here it is. Behold! Your Majesty! What are you doing here at such an hour? I'm sorry, I hope you didn't overhear any. Ha ha ha! Quit babbling, you blowhard. This isn't the Queen, it's a peasant who's the Queen's spitting image. Remarkable, and just in time. The Spymaster trusts us so much he's not noticed we're refitting civilian vessels into battleships. This means we can move to the next phase, kidnapping the Queen and putting this fool in her place. Scheming while on the boat race? Yeah, even Whopper didn't do that. How do we manage that? We need the kingdom to be in utter chaos, bad enough that the Queen's abduction can slip past unnoticed. The next stage of their scheme, the patricians must lower stability to 4 less in 4 seasons. Is it 4? Or are they both 2? They're both 2 seasons. Oh, no, they're all the same. I recognise these avatars now. I remember Nicole's red hair and Camilla having the puffy hat with the puffy arms. I like to believe they used the race as a ruse to scheme off the beaten path. Yeah, scheming boat race. It's very good, very nice. So, Counts need to lower the treasury to 1500 or less. Grandees and Patricians both need to lower stability to 4 or less. Should be okay at the minute. Hey. Behold, your grace! Count Deadman II pulls aside the tarpaulin to reveal a granite statue of Nilawa. The statue is impeccably detailed, its expression a frozen grimace. Nilawa, sorry! Your first appearance and you are dead. A sad sight, is it not? That's not a statue, is it? Astutely observed, your majesty. This is all that remains of my fellow count. It seems the Stone Maiden is abroad in the east. Isn't there a fairy tale about the Stone Maiden? Old women scare their children with tales of her, yes. She is a walking statue with burning yellow eyes. All who meet her gaze are turned to stone. She sleeps for years at a time before waking and terrorizing the kingdom. She must have ambushed Count Nilawa on his latest walk in the cemetery. Please, your highness, we must do something. Salutes in chat. What's the stat check for Pats? Pats need stability. The Grand Pat Alliance is here, wanting chaos. At kill count, we got our second death. Damn, I'm still sorry, Whopper, that the bugs killed Whopper. The Alliance of Anarchy, yeah. I know, Ephra, I know. I want to hire a wizard, don't I? Wizard time? Wizard time. I'm going to do a royal gamble on it. Please give me the wizard. Let's have a look. What have we got? Yeah, wizard time it is. Emo, you'll have to type vote. There you go. No worries. Okay, 9 votes. That's a majority, I believe. It's Royal Gamble, not Golden. It's called the Royal Discount. Sippies from the teacup. Sip, sip. You send out word that you need a wizard, and fast. A few days later, one arrives, and peasants presents a hideous spectacle indeed. It's our good friend, Gordius. The wizard is a smoking ruin of twisted slag, mouth stretched in a silent scream. Carried into your throne room atop a palanquin, he's set down carefully by a team of sickly-looking apprentices. I hear you are having trouble with a woman that turns people to stone. Problem I have some familiarity with. I can make this problem go away. for the advertised fee and a small sacrifice. All I require is one of the Queen's teeth. He is the hottest wizard. For what possible reason? That is wizard a business. You survey the worried faces of your nobles. Allowing this wizard to pull out a royal tooth looks weak, but condemning your citizens looks cowardly. Take it. One of your wizard's apprentices steps forward and whips out a pair of pliers. It's over in a flash. Thank you, your majesty. This will make a fine addition to my collection. That really At least Gordius sticks to his promises. Within a week, the stone maiden's eyes are dark. She is a statue once more, silent and unmoving, with village children dancing around her and pigeons making messes on her head. The coastal boat race is nearly at a close. I'd hoped the coast would win the day, but it appears 2 boats will draw. How exciting! Truly, the race is of the utmost importance. On a completely unrelated note, I have a shipment of silver that is due to intercept the racers any day now. If my ship got in the way, who knows what might happen? I dare say the race's outcome could be altered. Of course, I could be convinced to alter the shipment's route instead. Your August Majesty, we must put a stop to this shameless attempt to sabotage the race. Let us refuse the bribe, everyone, please. See, let's have a tie. And then everyone can keep their money. Okay, it's looking quite tight actually. 12 votes, so there's a few votes outstanding. Yeah, okay, 10. There's no beating that. Let's go. But my silver shipment will have to be diverted. It will be late. That's what you get for trying to interfere. Soon nobles and peasants alike gather at the finish line, watching breathlessly as the winner arrives. Silver, it doesn't go bad. Listen, silver has a shelf life, okay? Gets a little tarnished. And it's both Noble Patrician Bigger JD IV and Grandee Whopper III crossing the line simultaneously. A tie. Clearly I won. My oars crossed the line before yours. But oars aren't part of the boat. My prow was over the line first. Your August Majesty, these nobles bet their life savings on this race. Both have a legitimate claim. What should we do? Oh. Technically, they both lost. I'll take all the money. No drama. Yeah, it was a draw. It was a draw. It was a draw. Like, just 55,000 gold. Oh, that was so much money I could have just taken. I could have just picked it up and put it in my pocket. Oh. It hurts. I suppose if neither of us won, neither of us lost either. They shake hands and leave, chatting amicably. Yeah, someone died on this. Your monarch wants no drama. I know. I know. Oh, back on the coast and in the south, merchants flock to investigate both boats and use the noble sailing techniques to improve their own craft. Though the race is over, it gripped the kingdom. Similar bets take place as far afield as Saul and Kerf, some successful, others ending in watery deaths. Ugh. Bellona, I've come to ask a favour. Hello, Delvira. I recently purchased a very rare reagent for one of my alchemical studies, a Zycarian Black Pearl. Tragically, it's been delayed. The true winner is the bug. The bugs win. I was buying it from noble patrician Bigger JD the Foot. Why is JD in everything? Why are you the main character? It'd be a great favour for me if you could chase it up on my behalf. Okay, let's look into it. Put JD into jail. I think JD would be down for that. How delightful. Let me know how you fare. You summon noble patrician Bigger JD the Fourth to council chambers the next day to talk in private. I suppose, yeah. I mean, there's also the fact that you were put in the scheme as well. Always a pleasure, August Ashley. What can I do for you? I hear you have something for my wife. Regrettably, I can't give you the black pearl just yet. These pearls are worth quite a lot at the moment. More than any simple white pearl, and the supply has dried up ever since that merchant vessel sank on its way back from Valamir. My point is, I'm afraid the price that the Queen Consort paid will no longer cover the cost of the item. Just hand me the pearl, or I'll have you locked away for fraud. Now, there's no need to be hasty, Your August Majesty. Perhaps we can work out something on with the Queen Consort. Delvira receives the black pearl before the week's end. She is most pleased with it. There we go. Everyone's happy. Someone is getting crabby. No, it was just like, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not paying you money because I've got a debt to repay. And that could have ended up with you going in prison, JD. But alas, I have enough authority. Alright, what are we looking at here? So then, if you're a grandee or patrician, you may want D, the prison, to lower stability. If you're a count and you want to stall out the grandpats, B, the library, would be your ticket to raise stability instead. There's a variety of other stuff here. Faith up, farming up, stability, military down, faith down. Both E and F would knock another 10 off the patrician's listing. Here's a listing of everyone and their money. Look at that. I could have had that money from JD and Whopper, but here we are. I'm going to type... I'm going to start the auction now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you'd like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will be refunded back. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Try not to miss out. What do we got? What do we got? D and B. Okay. And not a lot of money being thrown around either. "10 seconds. Go, 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 go. Don't miss out." What was that in the end? DNA? JD funding a cathedral. Oh yeah, Bonkle Nose mutated. Okay, there we go. Debt collection. Greetings, Your Majesty. I'm here on behalf of Salvin and Gould to collect what we are owed. Delightful to see you. You owe us a grand total of 3,750 gold. Of course, good sir. Here you go. No scandals here. No problem. A pleasure doing business with you. Oh, hurts. I hope you're ready for a triple cruel tax. We evaded bankruptcy. The treasury is strong. Don't worry. The treasury is big. By the skin of your teeth, it's true. Your Highness, a shipwreck has appeared on the edge of my estate. And it's not even in the south. Its name is the Petronella and it bears a coastal flag. If we win right now, Thrifty gets an achievement. Oh, I've already got that achievement. The only two achievements I don't have are the ones to do with hunting. That vessel went missing a few months back. We feared she was lost at sea. Well, she's been found on land, right on top of my favourite picnic spot. My peasants discovered only one survivor on board, a coastal sailor. He claims to remember nothing of what happened. Oh, me head's killing me. Has been ever since I woke up. I'll be honest, you look awful. I feel awful, Your Highness. I swear I didn't do anything. Last I remember we were sailing on coastal waters. Then nothing. This poor soul needs looking after. We must care for him in one of our monasteries. No, we must interrogate him further. I must know why this ship is on my land. We'll do something. I'd prefer the monastery, but you know, the grandees can also hire adventurers if they like. No money for the scholar option, exactly. Now, please, everyone, on the next vote, would you be kind enough to give me some money with a royal gamble? Bearing in mind, if the royal gamble fails, it's game over. What have we got? 5 to 7. That's pretty tight. Anyone yet to vote? Alrighty. We'll go do a countdown in chat. 3, 2, 1, and we'll move on. Boom, boom. The sailor is sent to a coastal monastery where he can recover in comfort. The Archbishop assures you that he will receive the best of care and that you'll be the first to know if anything changes. Excellent. Glad that's sorted. About your heir. The marriage to Elvira has grown stale. I threatened to put someone in jail for you. Oh, you get along well enough and you made some good memories together, but there's no spark. She cares more about her stupid... No, they're not stupid. Her alchemical experiments than your happiness. But spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. I'll make my youngest cousin my heir. Why not? Of course, an entirely sensible idea. I will make the arrangements at once. Only $4 in the treasury, it's true. But here we are. Grandees, move on. Not grandees, the counts. In the darkest depths of the eastern forest, Countess Morgan Moon II has gathered her fellow plotters around a mossy obelisk stone. Luck is with us, my friend. The palace watch are in our pocket. Some even have arranged to fight on our side when the time comes. Music to my ears. And you had no problems? No, they took our money gladly. The kingdom can barely afford to pay them a living wage, but now we must plan our next steps. Okay. We can kill the Queen and place her own claimant on the throne. That involves lowering authority. Or control the Queen with threat of assassination, raise own military. What's it gonna be? To the counts for the final stage of your scheme. Welcome to making it. You did the good work. Well done. We got 3 votes for B at the minute. You want to raise your own military. You're gonna have to do a bit of work. I think you're gonna need military 8 or higher. So not impossible, but not a complete walkthrough. Your main hope, your main ambition, if you will be to try and keep stability up, so that the others can't pass. Over the next few months, we'll have our troops infiltrate the capital disguised as beggars. They'll swap places with the palace watch, one by one. Once the Queen realises she's surrounded by our troops, it'll be too late. She'll be a hopeless little fly, caught in our web. Magnificent! But once we've turned the Queen into our puppet, won't the patricians and grandees notice? That's why we need a strong army to make them think twice about challenging us. United with the Queen's forces, we'll be unstoppable. For the final stage of their scheme, the counts must raise their military to at least 8. There we go. Counts have made it to the final stage of their scheme. Meanwhile, deep in the south, a grandee paces along the balcony of his hillside villa. It's just not enough. The peasants love Rays and believe the miracles, but they won't rise up to put them on the throne. They'll come around. The Queen's golden age can't last forever, can it? The Grandee's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. Okay, and finally, somewhere along the coast, noble patrician Bigger JD IV strolls in her olive grove, accompanied by a close friend. The kingdom is at peace and everyone's looking for a new scandal to focus on. Not exactly the right climate to abduct a queen. I could finally publish my memoirs, says Lakelock, if you think that would cause enough of a distraction. No, I don't think that'll do it. We need total chaos across the whole kingdom. You underestimate the impact of my memoirs. The Pat's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. Here we are. Boom, boom. We're out of the bankruptcy zone. Well done. We did it. Yay. Fantastic. Bloody go girl. You shouldn't have me spend all my money if you don't want me to tax me. Let's start with disquiet. A nice soak. Mercantile complaint. Okay. What is happening here? What happened to Advisor's face? Is it meant to be like... Oh wait, no. So, the beard has that little nook in it, and then it's the line in the cheek, right? Your Holiness, my peasants accuse me of hoarding wealth. Me! Advisor, what have you got? 11,000 is quite a bit. Worse, they're throwing down their tools and burning their belongings, saying they want to live an ascetic life and that I should do the same. What nonsense! Quite so, Your Highness. They don't want to be pinned down by worldly possessions, but burning them is quite the overreaction. The ringleader of this movement is a philosopher called Otega. She calls herself a voice for the ninth god, and the peasants hang on her every word. They'll be at my door any moment. Not gonna do that. We want to avoid scandals, so we can just fire them. That would be the best one. We're not just going to go beat up a bunch of peasants. No, I won't be known as the queen that sent a bunch of thugs to beat up some peasants. You know, a bunch of servants that say they don't want money. Oh dear. Okay, there we go. I think that's a clear set. Grandy Advisor arranges for one of his few loyal servants to go along to Otega's gatherings. You hope to hear from them soon. Meanwhile, both rich and poor scramble to show off their devotion to the ninth god in the face of Otega's surging popularity. Church strong. Oh, here we go. Are we braced? Are we ready? Nekojita. Blood and stars. What in the ninth's name is that smell? A bit of lavender oil? A little rose? Well, it's vile. Stay away from me, if you please. Won't do you much good. Everyone in the south is bathing these days, all thanks to our aqueducts, pristine waters. Why, I've been bathing nearly once a fortnight. You smell rather nice, actually. Why, thank you, Your Holiness. In fact, the council should establish public bathhouses in all cities across the kingdom. Blood and stars, really? Does warm water pucker the skin? I can't build it. Alright. Please, please, please. Let me bathe in public. And give me some cash. I don't like being this broke. You don't like me taxing you. Let's have the bath. Let's get the royal ducky out. Oil bath water decanted for the masses. Well, now I'm not doing it. Oh. Well, 11 is a commanding vote. Thank you very much. Come on, we all need to have a wash from time to time. In front of the palace, your servants scurry and set up a huge golden bathtub while the nobles look on. You are just about to disrobe when a gust of wind catches your dressing gown and blows it away. As you stand before them completely nude, the nobles start whispering and giggling behind their hands. Giggle, giggle. Behold the might and beauty of my royal person. Yes, very impressive, Your Majesty. Do you think it would be wise to get in now? As you get in, you stumble and splash everyone around you. Laughter turns to cold grumbles. In the end, the whole thing is more of an opportunity for ridicule than anything else. The new bathing trend quietly fades away. You're welcome. How else could I solve that scandal? I think I was looking at it. Having a tantrum wasn't great. Commanding the Chancellor to disrobe wasn't great. What do you mean they're not swimming? Oh. Okay, mercantile complaint. Your Majesty, the richest merchants in the East have bribed the counts to give them an exclusive charter. They now control all the trade of silver and lumber, the East's most valuable goods. There's a monopoly, Your Majesty. They're scamming the public by fixing prices, pushing smaller businesses like myself out of the way. Monopoly sounds like good business. I don't know. I like trade. I kind of want it to be null and void, but... Okay, this way all three of them have a benefit to me. Vote how you please. I'd quite like null and void, but I don't think I'd get it. Yeah, no one's voting for it. Oh, thank you, dead man. And there you are. Sorry, I didn't show you because you came during all the troubles. But welcome on in, dead man. Okay, A and B are tied at 5 apiece. Oh, exclusive chart just shot up to 3. Null and void, rather. Let's see, 13. There's more of you than this. If you've yet to vote, get a vote in. Break the tie. I'm going to do a final countdown now. There we are. Right. Do I want fat stacks of cash? Or do I want to just leave the good business? Oh, Dean came in late with a vote for A. Let's just use that to break the tiebreaker. There we go. Yeah. You send the merchant away, ignoring his desperate protests. Over the next few weeks, more and more small traders across the East start going bankrupt. The biggest companies are expanding each day and recording incredible profits. Time to open a bottle of wine. Money. Money, money, money. Must be funny. I think I'm fine as I am. Looking at that. Sailor recovers, false idols, a booming crop. Okay. Let's start with the sailor recovers. Let's see what he's saying. Your Majesty, I'm afraid the coastal sailor hasn't regained his memory despite our monk's best efforts. Which sailor? He was the last survivor of the wreck of Petronella, the ship that appeared on Grandi Troconero's lands. More importantly, I consulted some late 5th century scripture and discovered a parable describing this very situation. The shipwreck is a sign of the Knife God's power. I propose naming it an official southern pilgrimage site. Wait, I'm not sure I want everyone coming along and poking around on my land. Nonsense, this is a holy matter. I mean, I'm kind of indifferent. This is my property, my money. I mean, if we dismiss it, I'll see it as a vote towards the academics and use that as leverage to empower myself, but that's not really... I don't really mind which way you go on this one. A, make it a holy site. B, prey on the subject. C, dismiss the theory as superstitious nonsense. Wow. Wow. Okay, I see the way it's going. Sailor remains in the coastal monastery but still recalls nothing else. Meanwhile, the locals around the shipwreck have grown superstitious, claiming the ship is some sort of heathen artifact. There we go. Faith is bad, okay? That philosopher Ortega is preaching that we can only be close to the ninth God if we reject our worldly possessions, which would be bad enough. But she's also performing miracles. My spy saw her heal a woman's broken arm with a single touch, cure an old man's blindness. She must be a witch. Whatever we might think, the peasants believe her. More of them flock to her barn every day as rumours of miracles spread. Witch, witch, witch. Which is the which is the most scandalous here? Yeah, what's this? What are we tapping the sign for? I don't know. Would you say she counts as a wizard? I think sending the Inquisitors is too much. But, like, if the church can compete, that's fine. Witch is like wizard, right? Not really. But okay, either way, we can either send the church or just let her carry on doing whatever. I don't like the idea of sending in the Inquisition to burn everyone. Bum 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 bum. Ma na 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 ma na 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 ma na 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 na. All right, let's see. We've got 10. We're gonna have the church compete with the witch. The Archbishop sends priests to a village long abandoned to drought. Townsfolk from neighbouring lands eagerly follow the holy group. Once arrived, the priests' voices rise in choral harmonies. Townspeople join in as rain begins to fall, refreshing the land and turning it green once more. Word quickly spreads all through the south that the church could do what Ortega could not. In the end, one of Ortega's own followers turns her into the church investigators. You expect her to be in the capital soon. Fantastic. Look at that, Archie. You can muster a miracle when you feel like it. Your Majesty, the yields from eastern farms are extraordinary. I've never seen the like. The peasants are practically drowning in cabbages. They've even hybridized a new variety of pest-resistant cabbage that cures nightmares. Anti-nightmare cabbage. We must assemble a team from the university to study this new crop. It could benefit the entire kingdom. By blood of the dead. Wait a moment, you can't spread our secrets to just anyone. I'll have you know that our produce is very much in demand. We're just in the middle of securing a cabbage trade agreement with Tavelin. These eggheads could disrupt things terribly. Alright, well... I would like to pay the counts to accommodate the scholars because I'm pro-scholar. Kindly consider voting A for me. Meanwhile, I'm going to go nip to the bathroom and back very quickly. See you in a moment. Alright, I have returned. How are we looking? Advisor, you spelt vote wrongly. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah. Well, I don't think it matters. We're going for 8. Well done. I've got a bowl of fruit and nut. The scholars are delighted, not least because they don't have to fund the expedition themselves. The counts grudgingly accept the stipend, which dwindles to a token amount once all the policy fees and paperwork are filed. As knowledge of the eastern cabbages spreads across the kingdom, the fields flourish. The cabbage industry booms. As sleep at nights become a thing of the past, cabbages become popular with parents to soothe troubled toddlers and get some well-earned rest. Yes, give that toddler a cabbage. Put it to sleep. Alright, Nicole and the counts need to raise their military to at least 8. Raise, Camilla, the grandees and the patricians need to drop stability to 4 or less. Toddlers, famously cooperative when told to eat their veggies, yes. Hello, Lurks. Let us give thanks. We have a philosophical meeting. Otega arrives in your throne room, dressed in rags and flanked by the palace watch. She lifts her chin defiantly as she walks. Your Holiness, you wanted to see me. What's going on with all those miracles? By paring away what's unnecessary, I move closer to the ninth god. He has given me the ability to heal, and so I must use it. How can you claim to have anything to do with the ninth god? She's a heretic. Plain and simple. By the ninth, I'm no such thing. He's just afraid of whatever he doesn't understand. We're not going to have a heretic preach for us. We can exile her or execute her. I think exile is fine. I will not be associated with a heretic. We can't let foreign powers get a hold of her influence, execute her. Okay, it seems like a lot of people agree with you there, Trucker. She's too dangerous to be kept alive. Burn her? Okay. I see what way the wind is blowing on this one. She is hauled away. Otega holds her head high, completely silent. She is beheaded the next day at dawn. Oh, oh. Later, the Archbishop sends you a handsome jewelled chalice as a coincidental gift. Lovely. Yeah, we still have the oh-oh. Your Highness, here in the east we have a hair problem. Oh no, not this again. A worrying thing indeed. I'm glad you agree with the gravity of the situation, Your Majesty. This is a dire omen. The town of Starving holds a spring festival welcoming the warmth back to our desolate lands, but this year we're forced to miss it. The fabled hare, known as the Pale Beast of Starving, appears and officially begins the festival, but not this year. The peasants grow restless. It's white as snow, the size of a large dog, bears majestic coiled antlers, and is delicious with parsnips. Dean, you should have known better. The gathered nobles gasp, then fall silent. Seventh Takers, you ate the Pale Beast of Starving? It hopped onto my lands. I thought it was just a rare sort of rabbit. This monster has eaten the fabled Pale Beast of Starving, casting a shadow upon the coming year, the coming decade in fact. It was a nice bunny, yeah. Listen, Dean, everyone knows you shouldn't eat the Pale Beast of Starving. It's only happened a generation ago. I think I killed... Who did I kill for it? Did I kill off Advisor? If you see a horned rabbit, why would you eat it? Yeah. Was it worth it, Advisor, before I fed you to the Owo? It's not just a hare. The Pale Beast possessed powers beyond our understanding. Your Highness, please bring down a weight of justice on this wretch. Just like sandwiches, the Pale Beast is too delicious to be controlled. Alright. Yeah, we need to make Dean publicly confess and compensate the Counts for their crime. That would be best. Oh, we're just going to let it go? It's either a rare beast and belongs to your menagerie, or it's a beast of the 7th and no grandee should touch it. To be fair, how was he to know the Counts keep their secrets and law locked tighter than an Eye Maiden? That would be true. However, we literally had this same event last week. Or it's got a cancerous growth resulting from a poorly known disease. Oh, no, yeah, don't eat it. True, antlers are refined bone cancer. I don't know, are they from the same place as cancer? Crowning Count Captain Chaz V leaves the council hall. 9th, bless you, your holiness. It'd be a pity to make more of this than it deserves. In the next tax from the grandees, there's a little extra along with a gracious thank you note, but meanwhile the counts are furious. In the end, Count Captain Chaz V claims that he saw the white hare and the festival goes ahead, but even so the peasants of Starving remain unsettled for some time. Okay, alright, your heir. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council, holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My cousin and adopted daughter. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Grace, may I be the first to congratulate you on adopting an heir? What is her name? Bellona VII, number 7. Very rare. Great stuff. Most pleasing, Your Highness. I'm sure little Bellona the 7th will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. You now need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. They can't keep getting away with this. No, no, no. Alright, Grandpats, you probably want D, the prison. Counts, you probably want B, the fortress. Yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? Quick, patricians, sell the crabs. Might hit the mighty X, that would be nice. Here's everyone's money. I'm going to start the auction now. Type exclamation mark fun, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect, but everything else will be refunded. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so we'll type in chat when we have 10 seconds left. It's D&B as expected. 10 seconds. Go, 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 go. Wait, what was that? Who funded all that? Ephra throwing all his money at an observatory in the south. The Ephra snipe, yeah, Ephra sniping again. Congratulations on your snipe, Ephra. You've caused the counts to dawdle a bit more. Screw the 9th. Oh dear. Right. We're going to work up here and then we're going to look at our ambition. I think our ambition is fine though. Your Holiness, I have odd news to report. Looks as though you've seen a ghost. Ever since the record of Petronella was found on my land, people have been losing their memories. We started small, but it's spreading. And I woke up this morning to find I'd lost a week of my life. Something is deeply wrong. I'll do anything to prevent the beer ending. Well, I mean, the beer ending's still there if it gets down to stability. I think we should send the priest. We're not going to be, this is delusional. We want to do something to fix it. I think send a priest is best. Beer ending. Oh, that's why you, oh. Okay, got ya. Wow. Wow, we're going to destroy a holy site? It's not holy? Okay. It's soon going to be a holy site, yeah. I understand, yeah, okay. Let's go, let's see. A crack team of Southern Siege engineers are sent to destroy the ship from a safe distance with trebuchets. The It's as though the ship is protecting itself. Stone after stone misses the mark. One by one, the trebuchets fall apart or snap violently, bisecting nearby engineers. Oof! Like big coils of rope snapping around fast enough to dice someone in half. Ugh! Yikes! In the end, the siege engineers threaten mutiny if they're ordered to near the shipwreck again. You're forced to leave the Petronella where it is, a testament to your failure and haunted sight that the peasants will avoid for decades. Are we really here? The grandees really got 6 faith while the counts have 9. Damn. Your Majesty. I like how one of us said screw the knife and we got the max faith. Oh yes, it's true. He should have gotten better at dodging. What, a trebuchet collapsing and knocking him out? Bad time to be a priest in the south? Yeah, it's pretty rough. Your Majesty, that troublesome philosopher Ortega is gone, but her followers are marching on our estates demanding justice. It's the same in the east. They're making her into a martyr. Okay, what's it going to be? I would like to ask the church to intervene. At the very least, if we're going to send in the Royal Army, I want a fat bumper crop of authority. May those poor peons learn their place. Kotori, welcome back on in. There you are, buddy. Alright, it looks good. Your troops charge in and order the farmers back to their lands. Any complaints are met with a blade. There are rumours of unflattering corn effigies made in your image, but the peasants are far too afraid to even whisper Ortega's name. Your ambition? Let's have a look. At the start of your reign you said you wanted to be the architect of a new golden age. You've succeeded on that front. The kingdom has never been more prosperous. Well done, Your Majesty. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. Have you heard of the Sceptre of Sages? It's an ancient lost artifact forged by Queen Alma the Wise. There's a legend that any queen who recovers it will rule over a golden age. My advice, on the other hand, would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies. Defeat their schemes with schemes of our own. Alright, so I don't have any stats that would steer me one way or the other. But I think the spy network would be more of a scandal, whereas the Sceptre of Sages would be legitimate. Yeah, Librarian seems like the Sceptre, yeah. So that is what I'm going to punt for. Yeah, I think that's fair, right? Monarch avoiding scandals, yeah. Spy's a scandal, right? A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin sending out adventurers to track down the Sceptre's location. But adventurers aren't cheap. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's overall faith and trade as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Alrighty. The south swells with a sudden influx of devotees from across the kingdom. They've come to see the Ninth Herald raise in action. In the picturesque town of Kilvana, the Grandee's holy claimant delivers a speech to a curious applause. Two figures stand in an alcove nearby. If our army were strong enough, we could take the palace by force. A crusade sounds promising, though I suggest we leave it up to the Ninth God. Surely he will intervene on Ray's behalf. Right, Grandees, launch a holy war, where you'd have to raise your military. Pray for a miracle, where you have to raise your faith. Holy war, holy war. I don't care about what my noble says, I want the crusades. Okay. That's fine. As the vote is called, cheers erupt in the cramped hall of the Grandee ex-Drake's villa. For the Ninth God! Death to the Pretender! Death to Queen Bellona VI! For the final stage of their scheme, the Grandees must raise their military to at least 7. Kingdom's on the brink of chaos. It's perfect. We have to strike. What do you intend for us to do? Swoop in and kidnap the Queen in full view of the Honour Guard and the Palace Watch? No, of course not. We need to use the chaos to our advantage. We have 2 options. Either A, lure the Queen to the coast to abduct her there, that involves raising your own defiance. Or B, manufacture a food crisis and kidnap the Queen during their relief efforts, that involves lowering your own farming. Oh wow, is that all of you? Okay then. Raise your own defiance. We need to convince the Queen that the coast is on the verge of rebellion. In the current climate, she'll be forced to make a diplomatic visit to smooth things over. When we strike, one Queen enters the peace tent, and another Queen leaves. One more military in the east means the Bellona bled like... Wait, no. 2 more in the east. They need 8. It's 7 in the Grandees. For the final stage of their scheme, the patricians must raise their defiance to at least 5, but without starting a rebellion. We are finally safe. Miscounted. You get 1 2 3 I get it. I got the joke. Right, what do we got here? The eastern winter has been especially cruel this year, Your Grace. I can still feel it in my bones. Settle down and warm up. It's not just about me. In the east the river's frozen, and the people won't work for fear of frostbite. My butler tossed an iron fence post and lost an entire finger. Okay, veto that. Pats, please do something for the counts. B or C would be great. Okay, send in the military, that's great. Send in the Navy. I think, did we do this last week? I vaguely remember having the Navy in on the snow. Coastal mercenaries soon arrive in the east and get to work. We did. Lay clear vast swaths of snow and ice with shovels and pickaxes. Though the air is still chilly, eastern peasants quickly grow more confident about leaving their homes. Soon merchants can come and go more easily, markets set up again, and the citizens waddle from stall to stall wrapped in huge furs. The east is well on its way to recovery. Why must I get up to help the east? Because you are the biggest stick. You have the biggest military. You must put it to use. Your Grace, there's a problem at the cathedral that was recently built in the east. A dangerous outlaw known by the name of Swamp Dog George. Na. Like, it just makes me think of Snoop Dogg, I don't know. Swamp Dog was fleeing from the sheriff and the peasant militia after a decade-long crime spree. We're finally on the verge of cracking him. Wait, yeah, you're going for the crusade, Dean. Just before he's caught, he dives into the cathedral and proclaims sanctuary. According to the law, we can't arrest him on holy ground. The audacity of Swamp Dog George to invoke holiness. How did he get that nickname? He was raised in a dismal swamp by a pack of wild dogs. With that kind of upbringing, no wonder he turned to crime. Swamp Dog millionaire. It's true. Is that a thing? Yes, it is. The Lord Century is almost as old as the kingdom itself. As long as he remains on holy ground, this George is a child of the night under the protection of his mercy. I will not allow you to violate this, no matter the nature of this man's crimes. Blood and stars, right now Swamp Dog is living the high life. Priests are fluffing his pillows and feeding him roast dinners. I don't think I'd repeal it. I might try C. C would be okay. A might be preferable, but, you know, I don't really mind. Oh wow, we're going for it. Okay. Fingers crossed then, everyone. Coin toss. Well, at least we don't have to worry about Swamp Dog George anymore. Centuries of tradition thrown out the window, all for someone named Swamp Dog George. But I suppose it could be worse. Swamp Dog George is dragged kicking and screaming out of the cathedral and hanged the next day for crimes too numerous and horrible to mention. I need to have words with the grandees. Why? Oh, did all the grandees vote for that? Okay, ambition time. Your Majesty, I have the most exciting news. Our hired adventurers have discovered an ancient manuscript hidden deep beneath the mountains. It speaks of the Scepter of Sages and was written by Queen Alma herself. Worried about what would happen to the kingdom after she died, she hid the Scepter of Sages so her enemies couldn't find it. So, where is it? It's in a warren of caves within the Blackwell Forest, Your Majesty, near the capital. It's been under our noses this whole time. I've taken the liberty of sending out more adventurers. They'll clear the area to get inside. Hopefully it's not too dangerous. It's their job. I'm sure they'll be fine. Soon, as the adventurers return, the treasurer comes to tell you the news. 80%. Good vibes, everyone. Most delightful news, Your Majesty. The adventurers have found a golden door beneath the forest which matches the description in Queen Alma's manuscript. Wonderful. The scepter should be hidden within. No, I've still got to pass the faith roll, which will probably be about 70%. But the Scepter of Sages can be found only by a monarch who is strong of purpose and true of heart. How do you prove it? Queen Alma wrote a ritual for the monarch to prove themselves worthy of the scepter. If we go to the cave, I can read out the relevant passages while you set it all up. You make the arrangements, bring in a procession of horses, food, drinks, adventure guides and a little travelling desk for the treasurer to the Blackwell Forest. Your wife comes too, riding beside you. I must say, this is all very exciting. I can only imagine the scepter will look very good on you. The adventurers lead you inside the cave, holding the flaming torches to light your way. Soon the tunnel grows horribly cramped and you bend double to squeeze through. Darling, I'm sure you'll deal with whatever tricks Queen Alma created here. You walk for what feels like hours. Just as you lost hope, you reach a golden door, exactly as the adventurers describe. It will open only for the faithful. Close your eyes, Your Majesty. Concentrate. 80%. Okay, better than I thought. Okay. Breathe in. Breathe out. Success. Success. We did it. We did it, everyone. Queen Bellona the 6th will make it. We will see Queen Bellona the 7th. Oh my good God. We did it, everyone. A bright golden light flares behind your eyes, but you keep your breath steady. My record streak is 5. 5 is the most I've ever made. So we're making a new record right now for me. I don't know about other streamers. Yeah, bio breaks, everyone. I'll have a think. I don't know if I feel like doing another one. The big delay with the bugs has kind of thrown me off the schedule a bit. Rigged? No. I think I've been lucky. Like, a lot of the scheme picks for the past couple of games have just been floundering about. Like, both the Grandies and the Patricians needed a lower stability, and then what event happened where I got +2 stability? Oh, it was Gorgeous removing my tooth, wasn't it? Like, stuff like that happens and it just carries me. You hear the door rumble open, and you open your eyes. The tunnel ahead is utterly dark, even the torches do not illuminate it. As soon as you step into the chamber, the torches snuff out. A hideous scream echoes from below. The adventurers scramble into a protective stance while the treasurer wails, "Ow! This is awful, awful, dreadful, dreadful. I should have stayed in my little office." I have to say, I feel similarly. Do we even have enough air left? It's fine, we're meant to be here. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I'll stay calm. You put out your hands and feel your way along the wall, then your fingers touch something. Could this be it? As you grip the scepter, it glows cold. Gold, chasing away the dark shadows of the chamber. It looks like a simple wooden staff, like any peasant might use for walking, but the glow is as bright as the sun. It's the scepter, Your Majesty, you've done it. This was all thanks to you and your hard work, Bellona. I hope you're proud of yourself. First things first, I need a bath. A proper one. I absolutely agree. I'm not leaving the palace again for a long time. But first we need to call the nobles and tell them the good news. Bearing the scepter, you make your way through the tunnels and back to the sunlit forest. You and your body, exactly, that's why I picked it. We'll have a successful bath now that we've got a magic stick. This is my magic stick for my magic bath. As soon as you return to the capital, you call the nobles to the council hall. Go straight in to make the announcement. The treasurer holds a velvet cushion upon which the scepter of sages sits. It looks small and ordinary, but you can sense the weight of its history. Elvira strolls at your side, smiling at each noble as you pass. Isn't she great? Considering last time, would you accidentally flash this again? No. Behind you, your heir, Bellona VII, toddles along, hand in hand with her governess. Rihanna, hello! What's going on, Your Esteemed Highness? Why have we been brought here? How you doing, Rihanna? Welcome on in. First appearance in the game. I have some good news, everyone! The nobles fall silent as you ascend your throne and settle yourself comfortably. Queen Bellona VI has descended to the darkest depths of the Blackwell Forest and retrieved the Scepter of Sages. Excited and worried whispers ripple around the council hall. As the bearer of the Scepter of Sages, the Queen has sealed her destiny as Queen Bellona VI the Enlightened. How do we know it's real? It could be any old staff. Let me pick up my magic stick. The scepter begins to glow, bathing the council hall in warm golden light. The nobles gasp and fall silent. Beside you, Bellona VII claps her hands in delight. It's rather beautiful, isn't it? It becomes clear that even the grumpiest of nobles will never dare speak against you while you bear the Scepter of Sages. Finally, you are secure in your throne and your kingdom. Your victory is here, but your future has only just begun. There we go, she flashed us again! The double flash, okay, right, well. Let's have a look, What shall we have next time? So next game, Bellona the 7th will inherit one of these. I think I'll leave it till next week. The delay for the bugs earlier has kind of thrown me off schedule. And I don't want to risk streaming again, another one, and having like a 4-hour long game. But GG everyone, let me set up a vote. What shall be our inheritance? Shall it be, let's see, what have we got? What are our options? Librarian? Or would it be inoffensive? I'll set it up. You'll have 2 minutes to cast a vote. Everyone gets 1 vote in chat. Inoffensive risk not passing though? Why? Oh, do we like scandals? The Count's attempt to worm their way into the palace was uncovered, and a number of arrests were made. Countess Morgrimune II ended her life chained upside down to a dungeon wall. The grandees prayed and prayed and prayed for a miracle to place Reyes in her rightful place on the throne, but no miracle came. All that remained of the patricians' attempt to usurp the crown was a prisoner, deep under the palace, clad in an iron mask and shrouded in rumour. Backed by the scepter's power, Queen Bellona's the sixth rule spanned another 15 years of peace and stability. A golden age of prosperity swept over the kingdom. In her will, the Queen instructed that the scepter be reburied, to be claimed only by a worthy successor. Queen Bellona VI for Destined. What a run. What a great one. Alright, if there's any new faces about, be sure, please consider giving me a follow. We'll be having Queen Bellona VII next week. Admittedly, I'm imagining people being told the Countess Morgrim died. Yeah. While the Spy Master acquired a particularly cranky black water bird wearing a tight silver collar. Got to keep that bird under control. But let's have a look. Librarian has run out. The Destined 6th. Whopper is still the wealthiest. I could have had that money. Still mad that I didn't steal it. And finally, okay, a proper nerd. Sorry, no drama. Oh yeah, Bonkle. Oh no, wait, you're not the poorest, yeah. It's Ravax. Well, welcome to the poorest. So yeah, we got another librarian. I don't know what it does to break ties if there's multiple of you at 100 gold. But yeah, we'll continue this next week. We're going to have, what is it, Queen Bellona VII. Super nerd extraordinaire. Nerdy Queen, indeed. The Bellonas have become a long line of nerds now. This is our third librarian in a round. No, we're not doing it today, Annette. Yeah. After the problem with the boat race event, I've just, the time has ticked over too much. And I can't risk having a long reign. I can't risk having a reign with a civil war that goes on for like 3 or 4 hours. It'd be too much. But yeah, good night. Goodbye to Trocker. Goodbye, Ravax. Goodbye to Annette as well. Everyone say goodbye in chat. Let's see, let's exit the game.